I was playing this game, Wolfenstein, and it's a pretty neat game, and my favorite weapon in the game was a Kar 98, and I was kind of looking at the rifle that they had, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. Reminds me of an old rifle that I have, and I want to show you the rifle that my father had given me. This rifle here has been maybe fired 6 times in its life. It was liberated from a German army by my uncle. There are actually 3 of them taken. I have 3 uncles, and each one was given to one of the uncles. This one was given to my father. Like I said, I haven't fired it or played with it. This is the bayonet, which it came with, which I will open and show you. It's got a Bakelite handle. And this is the rifle here. It's kind of hard to manipulate with the camera because this thing it's about 9 pounds. But let's see if I can show you this. I looked on YouTube and I noticed that there were a lot of people with videos on these. And this one, as I stated, it is it's an item out of time. If you look close at the leather straps, you can see where they're cracked, but they're not worn anywhere. You can see how that was done. And if you look over here, this is a metal tab. Now, if this rifle was used a lot, there'd be a lot of wear right here, but there is none. This rifle was taken from an armory in Germany, and as you can see, it has little special locking bolts, which are neat. Everything is marked. There's all kinds of little marks on everything. And I noticed that on the top of the rifle, and you can see the wood. The wood has no scratches, no scarring. It's just old. All the bluing is in very good shape. This marking was, it says S42 1937. So this was built by the Mauser company in Germany. It wasn't a rebuilt or anything. And this is the slide here for the. Now you have to remember that this probably hasn't been oiled too much, but it didn't need to be. It never was touched. But all the springs work. You can hear the clicking. Click, 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 click. Works perfect. All the metal and everything is in good shape. The bolt works perfectly, just like it did back in the day. Here is the original leather piece here, and this, I haven't figured out what that's for, but you can look at the trigger and the bottom of the gun. Okay, this is all original bluing. It just has not been ever used. I fired it once about 20 years ago, and it's very, very loud. Now we go on to the bayonet. The bayonet is kind of an interesting piece. It's heavy. It's beautifully done. The bayonet, let me put this down just for a second here. The bayonet does not, it has serial numbers on one side, which say 6971. On the other side, it says Carl Eichhorn. Now, if you'll notice one thing about the bluing right along this nice little bayonet, it's never been sharpened. It's just the way it was when it came from the factory. It's never been sharpened. It does have some wear marks, which are right here and over here, but that is because it hits on a rivet inside this. But this is a formidable, let's see if I can get this wider. This is a formidable knife. This is what's called a blood gutter right here, because if you stuck a solid knife into somebody, the suction will hold it in. But it's beautifully done, and you can see all the springs and everything work perfectly. It's original bluing, and it's just a really nice museum piece. And here's the little German. See if I can get them in there. Yeah, the little German emblems here, and then it says a model 98. But this is just an interesting. This is an interesting piece that I got from my father, and I have the history all the way back to 1944 when they invaded Germany from France. So this is my Kar 98, and it is my favorite weapon playing this game. And I just want to show it to everyone and see what you think. Okay.